I'm Jen and welcome to my studio, and today we're going to be doing a technique exercise. I want to say this is all levels, but it could be good for intermediate, like just as a base level, but if you do it a little slower, it's great for beginners, and if you do it faster, it's great for advanced. I love this exercise because the rhythm of it is just straight eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and straight eighth notes. But the accents change throughout each phrase. It's so cool. So it's a combination of like paradiddles and paddle rolls and shuffle step heels and shuffle steps, just changing up how you do each of these 8 counts. It's super fun. Let's go ahead and get started. Also, if you're not already subscribed, do the thing. All right, so we start with 2 paradiddles. This is a 4-part exercise, perfect for center floor. So we start with 2 paradiddles. I said 4-part exercise and I was like, wait, is there 2 or 4 paradiddles? I had to actually check. It was like a cheat sheet moment. So 2 paradiddles, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So very even, very spaced. So 2 paradiddles. Then 2 paddle rolls, which is basically a paradiddle but without the heel. It's a dig, spank, step. So it's dig, spank, step, dig, spank, step. So it's paradiddle, paradiddle, dig, spank, step, dig, spank, step. So the accent changes there. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Then you do it again, 2 paradiddles and 2 paddle rolls. Paradiddle, paradiddle, dig, spank, step, dig, spank, step. So twice in a row, paradiddle, paradiddle, paddle roll, paradiddle, paradiddle, paddle roll, paddle roll. That is very difficult to say. So let's do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and dig, spank, step, dig, spank, step. Paradiddle, paradiddle, dig, spank, step, dig, spank, step. Now there's 7 and 8 and left in the phrase. So we're going to finish it with a cramp roll. Step, step, step. You finish every single phrase with a cramp roll. So no matter which line we're on, 7 and 8 and 7 and 8 and is a cramp roll. I've had the hardest time speaking today. I found another tutorial like before this, and I was just like falling and tripping over all of my words. The editing is gonna be so difficult to do, but it is fine. And I almost thought like maybe I won't film another one today, and then I'm just like, nah, you should. It could be funny. So here we are. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So that last part's always going to be a cramp roll. Cramp roll. See, it's super funny already. All right, let's try it together. All right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good. All right. Let's try that one more time, and then we'll go on to the next one. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good. Okay, so the next one is exactly the same, but instead of dig, spank, step, heel, or dig, spank, step, it's shuffle, step, heel, or shuffle, step. So it's everything's the same, but it's brush, brush instead of dig, spank. It's the only difference. So shuffle, step, heel, shuffle, step, heel. Shuffle, step, shuffle, step. Shuffle, step, heel, shuffle, step, heel. Shuffle, step, shuffle, step. Cramp roll. So, like I said, exactly the same. Also, I am differentiating from my paradiddles to my shuffle diddles. I sometimes call them shuffle diddles. I'm differentiating by doing the paradiddles front, like they are, and doing the shuffle side. That helps my brain know which one's which, and it also makes it look cooler and gives it a little bit of like motion, you know what I mean? All right, so let's try the shuffle one. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good. All right, let's try paradiddles and shuffle diddles. 5, 6, 7, 8. The hardest part is remembering which part of it you're on, right? All right, so moving on to the third section. Same rhythm, absolutely same rhythm. Now, if you are an intermediate dancer or you're teaching intermediates or beginners, honestly, I would stick with those first two parts. I would definitely just stick with those first two parts. The next two require a little bit more finesse of the foot, where I would say an intermediate advanced or an advanced dancer would be more inclined to be comfortable with it. Now, if your intermediate is different from my intermediate, that's fine too. And you're like, wait, no, they can do open and closed thirds. That's fine, totally fine. If you or your class are not at the open and closed thirds or slurps and riffles like point in your tap journey, yes, tap journey, I like that. That's fine. Stick with the first two. You can even repeat them while I continue to go on to the next two. That's the beauty of this exercise. It's all exactly the same audibly, just the accent changes. It's still 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you want to just stop with the first two and then repeat them, totally fine. If not, here's the next part. So we have 2 paradiddles. You go back to paradiddles. Now we have closed thirds or slurps. I have a video in my step tutorial playlist on slurps, how to do slurps. So that's down there. Make sure that you check that out if you've never done one. I call them slurps. They are also called closed thirds. Brush, dig, toe, brush, dig, toe. So I'm showing you with movement, but I'm not really going to move them a lot for this because it's a center floor thing and they only move a little bit, or they can move a lot. But in general, they don't move too much. So you're going to want to articulate them, 5 and 6. So you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and toe, heel, toe, toe, heel, toe. It's that same rhythm. Isn't that cool? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and brush, heel, toe, brush, heel, toe. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let's try that twice in a row. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 8. Make sure you're putting your weight on that last toe in the slurp or closed third, because otherwise you can't do the next paradiddle. So make sure you're putting your weight down. Let's do that one more time, but this time let's add the cramp roll at the end. Because like I said, every phrase ends with a cramp roll. So you do 5 and 6 or 3 and 4 and 5. You do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and then we're going to add the 7 and 8. I literally had to do the whole phrase to get to where I needed to count right. And like I said, today's going to be funny because I, for some reason, just can't speak at all. All right. So let's try this. 2 paradiddles, 2 slurps, 2 paradiddles, 2 slurps, and a cramp roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and. Cool, right? Hard, but cool. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and. Good. Last part. Shuffle, step, heel, shuffle, step, heel. Now we have open thirds or riffles. Brush, scuff, brush. So this time you're not going to switch feet on them because you're not putting weight on it. It's going to go. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 10 and then 7 and 8. So brush, scuff, brush, right into another shuffle, step, heel, shuffle, step, heel. So a riffle is brush, scuff, brush. So you, instead of putting your toe down, it picks up. That's why they're called closed thirds and open thirds, because like it's closing the space and leaving space open. Or they're called slurps and riffles. Cool. So this last part, we had 2 shuffles, 2 riffles, 2 shuffles, 2 riffles, and a crimp roll. Let's try it. Remember, keep that riffle open and even. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Super cool. I love this exercise. I cannot wait to bring it to class. All right. So let's try that one more time. That last part one more time. And we'll try all 4 parts together. Then we'll do it with some music. Also, this whole thing can be done on the left. So all the cramp rolls would be left, the riffles would be left. So this whole thing could get switched around to the left. So just for funsies, let's try the whole thing on the right and then the whole thing on the left. And then we'll do it with music. Sound good? I know, every time I say just for funsies, people that hate the left side are like, this isn't gonna be funsies, is it? This is gonna be left, isn't it? I'm like channeling some of my top 4 kids, like, this is gonna be on the left, isn't it? I'll be like, yes, yes it is. All right, so let's do the whole thing right. We'll pause, I'll count you in again. Whole thing left, and then with music. Ready? Whole thing. Paradiddles, shuffle diddles, paradiddles, shuffle diddles. Paddle rolls, shuffle steps, slurps, riffles. Got it? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and paddle roll, paddle roll. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and shuffle 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and okay, this one's hard. It's hard to remember where you are. I'm even reading it and I can't remember where I am. This one's hard. I love it. All right. I have never tried this on the left. So it's going to be fun, right? Told you today was going to be a super funny one. Let's try it on the left and see what happens. All right. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paddle roll, shuffle diddle, shuffle step, paradiddle, paradiddle, slurp, slurp, shuffle diddle, riffle, riffle. Cool. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I got to the last part. I was like, I can't talk anymore. I have to concentrate. So riffle, riffle, cramp roll at the end. Okay? That was stressful, but we made it. I don't know why the left one stressed me out today. Probably because I assume if I can't speak, I'm gonna have trouble like doing other things too. I think it's just, I had a lot of like day job stuff where I had to talk a lot, and I think it's the end of the week and I'm just like, I think I'm done speaking. Any of you guys out there that have like day jobs where you're talking a lot, because I'm a teacher, so I'm just constantly talking. Do you feel me on that? Like you get to a point in the week where you're like, I don't know if I'm saying verbs or nouns anymore. Like I just can't. All right, let's try it with music. We're gonna do the right side and then we'll do the left, because I want to do the left again. All right. Da, 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 da. Same tempo we've been working with. Ready? left. We got this. We got this. It's fine. It's really just the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm just not used to the transition into the next step being with the left foot, so that's why I'm stressing out. It's the same thing. So every time you have to translate something to the left or do it on the left after you've done it on the right, just remember that the pattern is the same and that you're putting more of your weight as a standing leg on your right foot so that your left foot is the first one to start working. That's really the only thing we have to remember. So, with that in mind, let's do this. I do. All right, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this technique exercise. I had a blast teaching it to you. I am sorry if I said weird things in this tutorial or my Flowers by Miley Cyrus tutorial that I filmed earlier. I probably say some like not quite eloquent things, like nothing terrible, just like I definitely don't have a good grasp of the English language today, but it's fine. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this. And if there was something I said that was like extra funny, let me know in the comments because I love laughing at myself. It just makes me really happy. All right, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and join the TAP fam. We've got choreography tutorials where you can dance to a song like Flowers by Miley Cyrus. That's what I mean. Not really working. The mouth not working. Flowers by Miley Cyrus. You know, that's actually really hard to say. Anyway, so we have choreography tutorials like that, and we have technique exercises like this of all levels, so beginner, intermediate, advanced, and all levels with like options and stuff. We also have step tutorials, which I mentioned earlier, down below in the description of every video. It is right there with a link to the playlist, or you can just go to the playlist on my channel. We have vlogs. I just put out a video on how to become a professional tap dancer, like my story of how I did it, and different avenues that you can do it with. But, you know, it's not like every avenue, it's just the ones that I've either tried or researched. So hopefully that would be super helpful for some of y'all or some of your students. Feel free to show it to them in class or recommend it to them to watch if you're a teacher. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking before I say anything else really weird. So don't forget to subscribe. Also hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up for support for me today, because like it's that time of year for teachers where we're just kind of like, yeah. So thumbs up for support, also because it helps this channel and other tap dance channels. Make sure that you do both the subscribe and the thumbs up thing. And as always, thank you for dancing with me.